Can you tell me what is the first instrument ever? I bet you can't get it. It's the voice, and it's been around for ages. It even predates the drums invented by our friends, the cavemen. So, how do we use our voice? We use it in 4 ways: talking, shouting, whispering, and singing.
Good morning. Today I want to tell you about 4 ways we can use our voice. Some of them you do already. For example, right now, I'm speaking. Can you say, "This is my speaking voice"? This is my speaking voice. Now how about this one? Can you say, "This is my whisper voice"? This is my whisper voice. Yeah, when you use a whisper, it's much quieter, very soft, and oftentimes you don't feel your throat vibrating. So can you try one more time? We're going to whisper. This is a whisper voice. You should feel that air just floating out of your throat. How about another way to use our voice? You do it all the time in music class. Can you sing, "This is my singing voice"? One more time. This is my singing voice. And there's one that I bet you don't do in school. It's called your shouting voice. Can you say, "This is my shouting voice"? Ready? This is my shouting voice. And a lot of times people don't like hearing that voice. But there are times when it's really important. If you go to a big sports game and someone scores, they may shout and go, "Yay! Woo!" You may cheer. So we have our 4 voices. We have our speaking voice. We have our singing voice. We have a whisper voice. And we have a shouting voice. We're going to put all 4 of them together. Can you repeat after me? This is my speaking voice. This is my whisper voice. This is my singing voice. This is my shouting voice. Great job.
Whisper,
Talk,
sing, shout. Whisper,
talk,
sing, shout. Whisper,
talk.
sing, shout.
My voice can do more than sing.
Whisper,
Talk,
sing, shout. Whisper,
talk,
sing, shout. Whisper,
talk.
sing, shout.
My voice can do anything.
We're going to take our 4 voices quiz. Which voice is which? Number 1, what voice do you use when you're speaking to people indoors? The talking voice. Number 2, what voice do you use when you are playing outdoors? The shouting voice. Number 3, what voice do you use to tell a secret? The whisper voice. Number 4, what voice do you use when you are listening to music? The singing voice. So, how did you do? Did you get them all correct? It's okay if you made a mistake. We're all learning together.
There's a time and place for everything, and everything has its turn. How we use our voices is a lesson we must learn.
If your baby brother's napping, you would whisper.
Be quiet.
If you're on the phone to grandma, then you talk.
Hello, Gran.
If you score the winning goal, then you run around and shout. If you're in a choir, you need to sing. Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. These are ways we use our voices. Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. Do you know which one to choose? Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. These are all the ways we use our voice. Whisper.
It's a secret.
Talk.
How do you do?
Shout.
It's a goal!
And sing.
Okay, here are some more silly ones. Here we go.
If you're walking by a lion, you should whisper. You meet a chatty alien and talk. If you're zooming down a water slide, you might decide to shout. If you're in a rock band, you would sing.
Come on, everybody, and sing with me!
Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. These are ways we use our voices. Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. Do you know which one to choose? Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. These are all the ways we use our voice. Whisper.
I've got a secret.
Talk.
Hello, how do you do?
Shout.
It's a goal!
And sing. Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. These are ways we use our voices.
That's right.
Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. Do you know which one to choose? Whisper, talk, and shout and sing. These are all the ways we use our voice. Whisper.
I've got a secret.
Talk.